Today we're going to be working on this floor. So currently it's carpet and I want to change it to something a bit nicer. But first I need to eat all of this meat and all of these nuts. Alright, so the first step is to get rid of everything inside. The motor, the carpet and the cushions. So this carpet's really shitty because it absorbs everything you throw at it. Beer, wine, vodka, no, just everything goes into this carpet and it's really hard to clean. So the idea is to replace it with something better. This is the bare floor. You can see 1068. I'm guessing that was the number of this boat that's been built. Alright, so using a hammer I chipped away all the bits that are really loose. There's some over there, some around here. I'm gonna start wiping this down to get it ready to put the cement in to flatten it out. Okay, here's the cement mix. I'll keep mixing this a little bit longer and then it's pretty much ready to lay down onto the surface. So I don't really know what I'm doing here. I probably got the wrong tools for the job, but we shall keep going and see. This is not going well. I need something flat to flatten it out, and all I can find is this ruler, which is by Barco, which is not a cheap brand. So I better wash it afterwards. Hopefully it works. Oh, please work. This is nothing like YouTube. Never ever have I used cement before. It's nothing like boat building material. Oh. Alright, this is the second batch going on and then I don't have any more, but it flattens out at the end, so I shouldn't need too much more. Cool. Shit, so I've run out. So I'm going to quickly duck off to the shops and get some more, but before that I'm going to try and smooth that out and level it out. And yeah, cool. Alright, so I managed to actually get most of it done. This bit didn't need much, which is what I'm worried about because there's not enough thickness there. So what's going to happen is that concrete's just going to fall off. So that's to be monitored. I'm going to seal everything with a layer of epoxy. But that would be interesting what happens there. I'm wondering, I might even lay a piece of glass in to stop that from breaking apart. But it's not too bad. Now I just got to Google how to actually flatten it out, if possible. I think you need one of those tools. I think the whole idea is to get rid of any like sharp points. So I'm gonna try this. This, but first I'm going to spray the concrete with some water and hopefully that makes it easier. So that was the box with some water. I think I need a sponge. I'm going to try some paper towel with some water. Alright, the paper towel is working a treat. Look at this. Oh, it was working a treat. See that? It's taking off all the sharp bits and really smoothing it out. So that's really good. Okay, I'm gonna make a new paper towel and keep going. Beautiful. Maybe a paper towel wrapped in a ruler is gonna be the best. Alright, that's the concreting done. Tomorrow we seal it with epoxy and then start laying up the vinyl. All right, here we go. The next day. All right. That looks pretty good, boys and girls. So it's looking pretty flat and the surface is not bad. It would have been nicer to have that tool really stand on that. Cool. And there's these different colored bits. Yeah, so it's all hard. Cool. Nice. So this is just coating the this concrete in polyurethane resin. Polyester resin. It's nighttime, so I'm going to do this quickly. You can see outside. Yeah, so one coat, and that's just going to seal it from water. And then tomorrow we're going to cut this out and put it in. Yeah, I said. Alright, so the polyurethane's all set. It's filled in these cracks, which is good, and it's holding the concrete a little bit stronger. If I was to do this again, I would make the concrete thicker, but that involves a lot more work, because right now the weak point is this could lift up, sort of like that. It's no good, because it's so thin, it's flaking. So I'll brush off as much loose stuff as I can. Yeah, so next step is to mark a center line. Put a centerpiece in. I'll probably bond that down first and then start going outwards from there. This is the last one going in. We've got it here and here. And that's the contact adhesive. That's a tile that looks like shit. And yeah. Okay. Alright, that's the floor done. So the negatives first. Corners are really hard to do. So you can see there that it's lifted. So it's just because that bend is just way too much. Way too much for this waterproof vinyl stuff. I got the thinnest stuff, which means it breaks really easily. So yeah, so first thing that really pisses me off is this bend. Like, I'll probably have to get some liquid nails and push that down and then fill that with some caulking, which will look a bit shit. Maybe if I get the right color, it'll be alright. And so you can see, like here, where the floor is not that even, that's lifted up a bit. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I expected a bit of that because I didn't flatten this as best I could. But overall, how I would do it different, I'd make the floor much flatter at the start. So really spend the time making the floor flat. And also I would use just fairing compound with epoxy or resin and not concrete. I was being tight. Concrete's $8. If I did it with resin, it would be like $100 to flatten that. But apart from that, I mean, we're not on a super yacht. So I'm pretty happy with the finish. Paint these sides, put some caulking in the side there, lock that down. Fill this up in here, and then yep, same thing, caulking around there. And then maybe I might put some trim, some timber trim around there, and then that's the floor pretty much done. I mean, it's a lot better than the carpet, I think, but I'm not that happy with how these bits came out. Yeah. And this is the view from the top again. From a distance, it looks pretty good. Yeah,